Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on. Rummenigge!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that stands out mostly for me. He supports all of that with...
And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bellingham. Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's skewed away. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Here's Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Maicon has the space to scheme. And he's there to clear it. And reclaimed it in a... Schneider! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Things starting... Oh, shooting chance! Relentless, just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And here's Schneider. Oh, it's Schneider! And the keeper threw out a limb.
The Netherlands certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider goes short. Decent chance! Corner number 2 then. Impressive jump! Oh, brilliant save! Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Marcelo. Schneider. Seedorf. Rummenigge. And here's Schneider. Schneider. Shot at goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, can he get onto this? And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Schneider. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. And it's Vieira. 30 minutes gone. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now this... Can he finish? Incredible! Just incredible!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Vietnam are at the peak of their power. Ibrahimovic! And again! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Vietnam are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a tidy finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Seedorf. And it's Zanetti. That's Rijkaard. Bellingham. Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. Maicon. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And that is the end of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Hello everybody.
Well, for me it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Vietnam are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Schneider. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Seedorf.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Batistuta. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Ferdinand. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Maicon has it in a wide position. He leaps for it! And yes, it's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
I'm afraid to tell you that.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect Rummenigge! Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher. Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Rijkaard. It's Seedorf. Rummenigge might just make this. Bellingham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, he's just misjudged that one. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Seedorf. Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Shot at goal! It's hit the upright. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Batistuta. And the shot! And it's Schneider. Thuram concedes a free kick for that. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Maicon does well to get it back. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maicon's cross. Oh, great leap! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good! It's fallen kindly here! And that was very necessary. Maicon. Oh, such a clever touch. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schneider takes the shot. It's hit the crossbar. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Schneider is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That is good strength. Now who's going to be first to this? Looking to pass their way up the pitch, and that is expertly dealt with. Vieira cuts it out. Spread neatly. quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Schneider. And it's Schneider. Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Bellingham. Ibrahimovic. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half... It's Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
It's run loose here. Schneider. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ferdinand. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left flank. Plays in a cross. Impressive jump.
Incentive set. And incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Batistuta is onto it in a flash. He won't be happy with that one. Maldini going forward. Schneider. That is a brilliant interception. Tries to play it through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a little off target. Seedorf charging forward, the ball at his feet. Ferdinand. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Distributed tidily. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is lovely. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's... Rummenigge! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Nicely spread. Seedorf in acres of space out wide. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Schneider! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Schneider gets on his bike and on the move. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 10.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Seedorf. Number 11. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 9.
Didn't quite work for him.
Batistuta. Number 24.
And this is De Bruyne. Shot, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
De Bruyne.
And he was quick to react.
Mateus.
And it's Vitinha.
Number 20.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Number 7.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Substitution in progress.
Vietnam can consider themselves just about safe now. He's found a way through.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Nice control. Here comes the cross. Zanetti attempts a clearance. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Beckham is always looking to play quality balls. Pullet. That's going wide left. It's a good run down the right. That's good vision. And this is Pato. Oh, he's bustling through here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Beckham. And it's Seedorf. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
This is a lost
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Oh, good effort! Not a bad try by any means. So what can they make of this? Pass somewhat off target. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Looking to play him in. He's found the way through. Snyder! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot could be on. It's Snyder! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply...
Trife! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Quarter of an hour played. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Vietnam already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that is a little undercooked. And they can counter here. Desai is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And they've switched it over to the other side. Schneider looking to add to his goal. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Vieira. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic tries one from range. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vietnam with the corner. They're first. He's rising! He will be livid with himself. Jordi Alba is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Schneider. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now, can they get him away? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thuram. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Vieira. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Jordi Alba. And here's Rooney. Nice sequence of passes, this. And that's a throw-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Schneider. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. That's going wide left. Now it's Rooney. Spread out to the left. Schneider. That's a lovely, neat pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Brilliantly cut out. Rooney. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. This game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Vietnam just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway. Vietnam currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Maicon, and he's managed to get free. He leaps for it. It's a goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Messi plays it short. Messi finds himself offside. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, good climb! That could spell... and he's following up! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target. This their second corner of the game. Terrific effort! It's bounced back off the post.
Vietnam are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
It's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears here. Jordi Alba. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely spread. Maicon in acres of space out wide. Oh, good take in a good area. And it's a corner. Vietnam have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Takes a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vietnam get their fourth corner. And a header! And that was very necessary. Maicon opts to play it back. He's having a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Vietnam find a position of real strength now. And here's Jordi Alba. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nesta cuts it out. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. Schneider! And he hits the net. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And now he has two.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Beckham.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Substitution in progress.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Picked out brilliantly. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Dembele. Oh, well played. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Messi. And Messi! And a neat finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager scream.
Oh, great leap! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Not yet. Vietnam can breathe. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. That pass isn't the best.
Vietnam are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's destined for the flank.
Minutes has been indicated.
Oh, sweet feet. And they win it back again. Vieira. That's Gerrard. And it's Beckham. He has found the way through. Ball in towards the middle. And it's been hooked away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Gerrard, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Pirlo. And it's Dembele. And that is that. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Please turn your
final
attention
thoughts,
to the screen for
Vietnam
information
definitely
provided by
impressing
the
me here,
local police.
especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a and a header! It's hit the crossbar. Zanetti clears. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Rooney. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Schneider. So, what can they make of this? Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. That's been slipped through. He's had a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Ajax take the lead.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time.
And there's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider plays it short. Oh, good effort! Oh, it rattles the bar! Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Zanetti. That's going to go a long way. Ajax have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Schneider. Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider. Picked out and a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Chooses to go cross-field. Maicon can see things others simply cannot. Pirlo powering forward here. He's on it, can he get away? Impressive jump! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Rooney, that is a brilliant interception. Maldini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Maldini.
Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thuram spots it and intercepts. He's picked his way through. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
1 minute added time.
Vieira. Jordi Alba. Cruyff. He can run onto that. And he's found a way past. Cannavaro. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam finding themselves behind by just 1 goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the... Messi, there's the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And he's got the beating of his man.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Maicon. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Jordi Alba. Nicely weighted ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maicon calmly anticipates. And this is Ronaldo, spread to the right. He's got away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cruyff picks it up out wide. Cruyff! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. He is through here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now here's the... Getting up there!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Michael. Number 12.
And it's Lahm. And
well,
that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
11, Schneider. Number 22, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 16.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Number 14,
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Pullet. Lahm has it in a wide position.
That's good defensive concentration. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Gives it back. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Beckham is standing over this one.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Beckham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Decent chance! But he's left disappointed. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Puskás.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is a great pick out.
Ajax clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's rising! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Collar coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba making good progress. And he's worked it. Big chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Cantona! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's a good ball out wide. Lam, header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Deftly away. Great vision. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Desai. And it's Beckham. And it's Beckham. It's a promising position.
5 minutes added time.
It's a throw-in. Lam has it out wide and in space. Puskás. Bruno Fernandes. This is a promising build-up. Tries from a long way out. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the end. Vietnam were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. And this is Drogba, and this is Bale. Cannavaro cuts it out.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up.
Can he finish? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's Schneider. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Schneider. Schneider. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Ibrahimovic. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this. And so we have the first set piece of the game. And it's Schneider. He's having a pop! He's scored! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. It's Ronaldinho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Zanetti, and here's Bale. Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bale with the short one. Diaz. Shoots! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper... He leaps for it! And it's in! And they're back in front! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam have their lead. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Pass somewhat off target. 30 minutes gone. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. The ball has bounced loose now. Out towards the flank. And it's O'Shea. Ronaldinho. Big chance! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Vieira. Ronaldinho. Good driving run. And here's Diaz. Now, can they get him away? Opts to play it back. Oh, that was vital. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rijkaard. Drogba. Looking for options for movement. Vieira. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Drogba. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And here's Bellingham. Maicon gets into a good position. And now they can clear their lines. Rijkaard. Diaz. Diaz on a strong run here. And he was alert to it. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs... And the referee has signalled for half-time. Vietnam are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. Vietnam get the second half going. And it's Marcelo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Played out to the left flank. Drogba can be a real threat inside the box. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the pass is intercepted. Played over towards the opposite flank. Ibrahimovic. Yehi. And it's Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp. Drogba. Bale. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! O'Shea finding himself in space. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Saliba. Zanetti. Turns back here, probably the best option. For Bale. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, it's come loose. Marcelo. Maldini. Bellingham. Vieira. That pass has been well intercepted. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Marcelo. Schneider does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Played out towards the right wing, and that's aimed into... Impressive jump! And he hits the net! And they get themselves in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Maicon is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's found space here. Oh, good climb! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And now he has two. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Passing nice and neat. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! Crosses it in here. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple. Vieira. That's a little off target. That's a sharp pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider. This is a promising build-up. Bellingham, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
O'Shea. O'Shea getting forward. Oh, that's neat. That is lovely. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out towards the right wing. That's a good run he's making there. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great profession.
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he can thump it away. That's a good ball. And this is Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Batistuta. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cannavaro gets it clear. Saliba gets a foot in here. Saliba getting forward. Great ball, and he's in here. Marcelo. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Diaz gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Schneider. Schneider purring through the gears. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Space for him to turn and look. And he gets rid in a hurry. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Lopez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Not a hint of offside here. Good read, needed to be. Cristiano Ronaldo. Foot in. Ibrahimovic.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Batistuta is onto it in a flash. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rijkaard.
Vietnam are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed.
Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Cannavaro is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Maldini wins the duel this time. Schneider. Marcelo. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good block. That's another chance. And it's in. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Picked out brilliantly. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Getting up there! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And this is Batistuta. Schneider looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Seedorf. He has found the way through. Cannavaro. He won't be happy with that one. Dani Olmo. Shot at goal! It's a loose ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Dijk. No way through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Maicon needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Diaz is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Saliba, now it's Lopez. Can he latch on to this? Pass is just off target. Marcelo. Lopez, brilliantly cut out. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15.
So we have movement on both benches. Barcelona have their lead.
El dorsal 18. Bale. El dorsal 22.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 80.
Impressive jump! And a neat finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team...
Shoot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Vieira. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Bale. Can he get it through? Schmeichel claims comfortably. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. But that has not gone well. Great vision. Neymar. And this is Neymar. That is lovely. Well read, and the danger is averted. Looking for the run.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? And that's a real chance missed.
Bale has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Ronaldinho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Collar looking to receive it in space. Rijkaard. And they can counter here. Neymar picks it up out wide. Lovely feet. Wriggles his way through. All hands on deck for this one. Neymar plays it short. Decent chance! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Barcelona look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
That is a brilliant interception. Ronaldinho. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Can he get away here? Beckham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
So that's it. It is all over. Vietnam were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. And a header! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful. It's Schneider! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Yehi. Rijkaard. And it's Lopez. Saliba. For O'Shea. It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider. Gerrard. Schneider. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And now the breakaway. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. He's found the... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Desai. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. So no flag here. Showing good feet. Now can he find a finish? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Lopez. And it's Batistuta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now that looks a decent ball. And a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vietnam with the corner, they're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Vietnam have their second corner now. Terrific effort! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Fermin. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Good read, needed to be. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, sweet feet. And it's Gerrard. Schneider! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Beautiful chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cannavaro attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Gerrard. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a good-looking delivery. Van Dijk can get it clear. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Desai. Vieira. Schneider. And it's Gerrard. Here's Vieira. Good take, and is he in? Oh, that's a fine interception. O'Shea. Doué. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Aimed beyond the defence. Batistuta. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dani Olmo. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Vietnam really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Fermin looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And here's Batistuta, and that's a dangerous ball. Oh, that was vital. Ibrahimovic. Marcelo, he's picked his way through. Impressive jump. Oh, crossbar! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Right play. Oh, that's ambitious. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
And it's Doué. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Look at and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Engages and forces him off the ball. A probing pass. Marcelo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a...
Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Can he get on the end of this?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about. Towering header! And a neat finish! And this is getting better and better. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. Vietnam now in a position far more desirable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do, and will...
There's the shot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Sneijder simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Doué, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Desai. Gerrard. Vieira. And it's Marcelo. And there's green grass ahead of him. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's there!
Goal.
And they are disappearing out of sight.
El dorsal 11.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Schneider. Out towards the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! Well taken goal. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Neymar! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Maicon conjures time and space where few can. Vietnam claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Marcelo goes short. Maldini.
5 minutos de descuento.
5 minutes to add. Rijkaard. That is ended up in no man's land. Zanetti. That is good strength. And Diaz. And it's Zanetti. And here's Neymar. Closing in on goal. It's Neymar! And that's past the post. Yehi. Neymar. Now it's Ronaldinho. Zanetti. This could be their final throw of the dice. Corner number 4 coming up here. Tries to get it clear. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Oh, some astute defending there. Ball's gone out of play. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Zanetti. For O'Shea, looking for options for movement. Maicon. Bellingham. Vieira. Schneider. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zanetti. And that's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Quarter of an hour played. And it's Maicon. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Diaz. It's played through for him. And he's in on goal! He takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dani Olmo gets on his bike and on the move. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. Over to the right flank. He's and a header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider with the short one. Now it's Schneider. And now they can spring out of defence. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he cuts out the supply. Knocks it into space. And he's managed to get free. Now the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Maicon.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, nicely intercepted. Maicon. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dani Olmo receives it in a wide position. Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Dani Olmo, and here's Lopez. This looks promising. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Schneider, Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's very neat. He's got away. Towering header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Saliba. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? Diaz receives it in a good position here, pinged towards the front line. And now the breakaway.
Un minuto de descuento.
Marcelo, looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Bellingham. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Drogba is herring after that one. Marcelo. Nicked it back promptly. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Schneider! This is their second corner of the game. Deftly away. Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread it left. Plays it across. So it's going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Marcelo makes a dash for it. And it's Maicon. Marcelo under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Spread to the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Lopez. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Oh, easy pickings there. Schneider, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
That is a great pick out. Diaz. Bellingham. Schneider. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Schneider. Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 16, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 21.
Vietnam, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Serán sustituidos.
And it's Bale.
El dorsal 80.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
El dorsal 18.
Pass somewhat off target.
El dorsal 22.
Can he get on the end of this? That's a shade
Se
optimistic.
va a llevar a cabo un cambio de
Barcelona
jugadores.
really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Maldini does really well to win the ball there. It's a pretty loose pass. O'Shea making good progress. Very nicely done. He's picked his way through. Cleared without hesitation. Rijkaard tries a measured ball. Cristiano Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well read, nice interception. Batistuta.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And here's Hullet. And his real chance! And no mistake! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Chance to chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Impressive jump! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vietnam have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.